It's time for Around the Ozarks News, brought to you by the Springfield Greene County Park Board, Thompson Sales, Kitchen Lane USA, Advanced Car Care, Smouse Brothers, and United Plumbing. Here are your hosts, Ethan and Sarah Foreheads.
Hi there. Good morning to you on this Tuesday, last Tuesday of 2025, as we're in the end of the home stretch now of the year, headed into 2026. We've got some news to tell you about this Tuesday.
All right, we begin with this. A man died after a crash that damaged a Zaxby's in South Springfield. The driver of a red truck suffered a possible medical emergency while he was driving on El Camino Alto near Sam's Club to the south. The truck left the road, hit a pole, then struck a white SUV in the parking lot at Zaxby's. And the occupants of that car were not hurt. They are okay, but the driver later died at the hospital. Charges are now filed against the man shot by Springfield police during a domestic call on Christmas Eve. Police say the man held a woman against her will before she escaped as officers arrived. Investigators say he then came out of the home with a gun pointed at police, and they shot him. He's listed in critical but stable condition and is now facing multiple assault and weapons charges, as well as his protocol. The officer involved remains on administrative leave.
Well, the state of Missouri is feeling some pretty intense new pressure to keep the Kansas City Royals in the state. That after, of course, the Kansas City Chiefs announced they are moving to the state next door, Kansas, and make that headquarters for their team with a new stadium and all of that. Union Station now publicly pushing for a downtown Royals ballpark near Washington Square Park. And Kansas City Mayor Quentin Lucas is working on it. He says multiple sites are still being considered. The Royals, for their part, are keeping quiet. They haven't said anything about their future home since the Chiefs announced what they're doing, but it certainly gives them more of an arsenal as they negotiate with the state to try to get some more stuff, because now the Royals are all the state of Missouri has when it comes to sports in Kansas City. Well, they've got some other sports, but the big ones. The big ones.
But they're not even in the same league as the Chiefs from my purview. But no, I mean, I'm not like a lifer Missourian either, but I don't know. Like, I get that they're all Missouri has left, so to speak. But does Missouri actually care even one iota about the Royals compared to the Chiefs? I mean, they care, but like, really?
Well, of course. The Royals haven't been as successful in recent years like the Chiefs have, but they still draw a crowd. It's Major League Baseball. Of course, the Cardinals are across the state. That's a great rivalry. And it's all Kansas City has right now, so they have to negotiate and try to make something happen. You don't want to lose two teams, I wouldn't think.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, I'm just, I've only ever lived in Missouri for Chiefs Kingdom madness. I've never heard much about the Royals.
Well, they've won a World
Series. Other than my friend who is a fan, but that doesn't,
The Royals have won a World Series since we've been here.
Have they? Oh,
yes.
Wait, did you get to go to that?
I did not. But they did. I went to the 2 Cardinals World Series championships.
I set you up for that.
You did, but not the Royals. I missed out on that one. But maybe again in 60 years. Kansas City Chiefs head coach Andy Reid, meanwhile, says he expects to return next season to the sidelines. 67-year-old made it clear he's not planning to retire, and I guess there was a little bit of question, but he is under contract through 2029. He signed an extension last year. Of course, maybe putting some of it into question was how terrible the Chiefs are this year, not making the playoffs for the first time in 11 years. So, man, the breaks Super Bowl last year, not even making the playoffs this year. They slammed those brakes on pretty quick.
Although I will say, I don't know about Andy Reid because I don't know him, obviously, personally. I can't imagine being a coach at that level or a player like the Travis Kelce's of the world at that level and quitting on a sour note. I feel like you have to have a comeback and that they will work hard until there's a big comeback and then they will hang it up.
Well, I think they thought, like Kelsey, I think he thought this year was going to be the comeback because they didn't seal the deal last year with the Super Bowl. They got blown out. It was a huge disappointment.
Right.
So I think this year they were like resolved to come back and make good on it, and it's been terrible.
I know, but knowing
Next year to make it better.
what they didn't know, starting the year, like, I don't know. I mean, maybe you do go out like that, but I can't fathom that. I can't imagine being at that level and being like, yeah, I basically got out when we were at an all-time low instead of like winning the Super Bowl,
Well,
waiting a week, reveling in it, and then saying, I'm done.
well, you don't know Chiefs history if you think we're at an all-time low.
Well, you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't close to what was expected.
No, but I mean, what makes you think next year is going to be better? Everybody's getting older.
Yeah, but now they know what it feels like to lose.
They lost the Super Bowl. Okay. Anyway, Reed has won 3 Super Bowls in Kansas City since he's been there. He's got an incredible resume. He'll be in the Hall of Fame at some point, but he ain't ready for it yet, apparently.
All right. Missouri State Auditor is warning that without budget cuts, the state could run out of money by 2028. Auditor Scott Fitzpatrick says at least $1.5 billion with a B needs to be trimmed. He says state spending has grown twice as fast as the economy over the last 5 years. That's wild, huh? Governor Mike Kehoe is expected to unveil his budget plan in January, so a couple days away from that.
You're dealing with a lot of money whenever getting rid of $1.5 billion is trimming it.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that's all I got.
Yeah, that's good. Don't forget, personal property taxes and real estate taxes are due by midnight tomorrow night. Is that right? Midnight tomorrow night. Yep, that is right. Missing the deadline can lead to penalties, license issues, or property loss. Worst case scenario. Payments can be made online, by phone, or in person at the collector's office in your county. If you mail your payment, it's got to be postmarked by December 31st. So write that down. Missed payments will include a 9% penalty plus interest.
Man, I paid our personal property taxes yesterday. I did it online. And
did you cry in your milk?
Well, I did. I was very upset, and I'll tell you why. Because what I was looking at was a piece of paper, apparently from last year, that I had in my files. I just saw personal property, so I grabbed it, and I that was the amount I had in my head. And then I went online to do it, and it was much higher than that amount. And I was like, wait a minute, what? And then I said, oh, this is from 24. And then we got a different vehicle last year. So now this year we're paying for the different vehicle, which is substantially more money on personal property tax. So what I was thinking I was going to pay going into it was much higher, and that's never a good situation.
Yeah.
Then I was bitter the rest of the afternoon.
Well, you don't want to let that set in.
You
got to uproot that right now.
Too late.
Right now.
I'm bitter at the state of Missouri for taking my money for something I've already paid for.
Yes.
Springfield is offering several options to recycle your live Christmas tree, which is no longer alive. Unflocked trees can be dropped off for free at local yard waste and garden centers. You have to take off all the lights and ornaments, of course, before you do that.
Unflocked? Is that a word, or did you
I don't know
make
what
that
that
up?
means exactly. It's just
like it means undecorated. But what's funny is I could have sworn that our children made up that word, but now you're using it. So I'm wondering if I'm the one who doesn't know.
Well, I'm a real newsman, so.
So you're telling me you have good grammar? Is that what you're saying?
Hey, so a bunch of people sent me yesterday this thing on TikTok where these kids pulled a prank on their dad, and it's my video doing the sketch story. I'm leading into that, and then the picture that pops up is his picture, and I think it's all staged. I don't think it's real.
It's staged, because I saw the video too, because I had multiple people send it to me as well on your behalf, I'm sure.
Right.
But the dad in the video did not sell it. He didn't sell it.
You could tell he was acting.
Yeah. And if you're wondering what we're talking about right this moment, don't worry. Just give it a couple days. You'll see it, because it too is going viral. But you remember Ethan's sketch video forehead sketch. Look it up on YouTube if you haven't seen it. It's quite hilarious. But this dad is now going viral. And I'm like, he's not even that great of an actor.
No, the kids put his picture up. So he's watching the report on the news. His kids edited it, put his picture up on the screen as the sketch, or the person the police were looking for. And he's freaked out. He's like, "What? Oh, I didn't do anything." And yeah, and people send it to me. And then they got these people doing a complete fake thing of my video. I mean, I guess it's an homage, and I appreciate that. But they're getting a lot.
An homage. That's how you say that?
Yes.
It's not how I say that.
Okay. Anyway, they're putting this crap out. It's not even funny, where they put up a sketch, and it's an absurd sketch, and these fake anchors fall on the floor laughing at it. People keep sending me that, and I don't like it. I wish they would stop doing it and clicking on it, because there's no creativity in what they've done. They're just taking something and copying it.
It's true.
So it makes me a little bit angry, to be honest with you. And then I was like, well, I've started this entire industry of fakes. They're all copying me. So that was kind of cool. That helped my ego a little bit.
Sounds like it.
And it does need help from time to time. All right. Hey,
I'm glad that you made that comment, because I was going to have to if you didn't. So good job. You caught yourself in the middle of it.
Well, I recognize it, but that's still at the same time. I'm like, hey, that's my bit. What are you doing? You're just trying to steal my bit and make it like yours.
If you were an actual comedian, which you really did miss your calling on that, then I feel like you could have copyrighted the material. The problem is it was public free news, everybody can tune in.
It's not public free news. It's KY3's. They own it. They just haven't. I mean, they could go after everybody and threaten lawsuits, but I mean, listen, they're good sports about it. They don't care.
Yeah.
But they haven't.
But I'm not.
They haven't seen any money from it. I haven't seen any money from it. And it's been everywhere.
Right.
But it makes people happy. So that's what it's about.
I can tell.
That's what I do, is make people happy. While I'm miserable myself. No, I'm kidding. Anyway, back to the Christmas tree thing. If you're down in Arkansas, you can drop trees at select lake access points. They're going to use the trees to create fish habitat down there for fisher people. The Springfield Greene County Park Board, meanwhile, has a new assistant director of parks. Matt Coates stepped into the role this week, overseeing park operations all across the county. Coates brings more than 25 years of park management experience to the table, and he takes over following the retirement of, get this, Miles Park is his last name.
That's pretty perfect.
And he works
no
for
wonder
the park
he was
board.
In that role.
Isn't that fantastic?
And Miles, get it? Miles?
Yeah.
I like that.
He was really painted into a corner, but he did his best and he made it work. Anyway, they have a new person over there at the park board, and we're big fans of the park board here.
Yes. So you need to know, Matt Coates, that we are fans of the park board. Let us know anytime you're expanding and we'll report on it. Starbucks is planning to close down a bunch of stores. About 400 locations, mainly in large cities, are going to be closed across the U.S. Why, you ask? Rising cost, remote work, and heavy competition are behind the decision. Starbucks says it'll focus its shift to fewer, stronger locations. New store designs are expected to roll out in 2026.
This Starbucks thing really ebbs and flows, because I remember more than a decade ago, we were at KY3. We reported on Starbucks closing a bunch of stores all across the country.
Mm-hmm.
And they did that, and then they rebounded a little bit, and then before you know it, they're building Starbucks across the street from Starbucks again.
Right.
So I think this is just another example of, they're riding the tide, and there is a lot more competition now. There are a lot of great coffee shops out there. We've got a bunch of them local. But they started it all, and now they're cutting back. So
yeah,
not really surprised, because they did really grow quickly again after they downsized.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I feel like the competition is the biggest thing, though. For that reason, I don't know that they will bounce back like we have seen them do before.
Well, they're very expensive, and our kids were comparing sizes of drinks and prices of drinks between different places
without us telling them to, by the way.
Yeah, they were doing it.
And
they were like,
young.
this is at Starbucks, this is a small and it costs this much. And this is a small at this place and it's this much bigger and it costs less. So,
yeah,
for what it's worth.
Yeah. Huh. We'll see. They do have the new CEO who came in, I don't know, 18 months ago or something, and is trying to turn the ship around. So, and I'm here for it. I love retail news. You know, it's fun for me.
Okay.
Okay, don't forget, at aroundtheozarks.com, there is a calendar of events happening. And with New Year's right around the corner, wow, we have, like no time before the new year rings in on early Thursday morning, or the Wednesday night, I guess is what you want to be looking at. But there's lots of events happening. Check it out at aroundtheozarks.com. Click on the events tab and stay tuned for Abby Dyer to give you your forecast for your outfit. If you're a female, you're wondering, like, what can I wear? What should I wear? Do I have to wear a coat, or can I wear this cute dress that I bought? Well, I don't know. Abby Dyer is the one, and she can let you know coming up.
And we want to thank our sponsors. We have a new sponsor, United Plumbing. So if you're out and about and you need plumbing, or in your house, more likely, and you need plumbing, United Plumbing, they're great friends of ours, and we thank them for being new sponsors. Also, the Springfield Greene County Park Board, we spoke about a little bit ago, our good friends at Thompson Sales, our friends at Kitchenland USA, Advanced Car Care Center, and Smouse Brothers Foundation Repair. They're all great sponsors of ours, so make sure you check them out and hit them up.
Yes, please do it. Thanks for keeping us on the air, and we will see you back here tomorrow morning. Until then, we hope you have a fantastic day.
It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather, brought to you by Command Family Medicine, Heating and Air Paramedics, The Trailer Ranch, Hewitt Messenger, and Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet. Here's your host, meteorologist Abby Dyer.
Good morning, everybody. It is a cold start again across the Ozarks. We've got temperatures in the teens this morning, but it feels more like 5 degrees as we wake up on this 30th day of December. It is a frigid start for sure. If you're heading out early this morning, I encourage you to wear all the layers. All the winter gear is necessary across the Ozarks today, but I have good news in the forecast. Even though we have such cold, frigid air this morning, today we get a southwest wind to develop in the Ozarks, and it's that southwest wind combined with a little bit of sunshine that's going to start boosting our temperatures. We'll see numbers warm into the low 40s today, and temperatures continue to head on up for here. So we do have some more positive news in the forecast. It won't be quite as cold today as it was yesterday, but still there will be a chill in the air because the breeze never totally dies down. Bundle up this morning. That's the big headline for you. Again, wind chill values are in the low single digits, so it's dangerously cold. We continue to see a lot of tranquil weather across the country today. The exception here is the far northern tier, much of the Northeast and Canada experiencing quite a winter storm with super low pressure, high winds. I don't know if you've seen some of the footage being shared on national news outlets and across social media of all the incredible winds happening up in the northern tier of the country, portions of Michigan, all the way toward the Great Lakes and much of the Northeast, experiencing a powerful winter storm that continues to march north and east across the region, and that is creating some hazardous weather for the northern tier of the country. A southwest breeze is in our forecast today, and it will boost our temperatures back into the low 40s. It's still going to be a day with below normal temperatures, but overall, this will be just kind of a chilly day in the forecast with numbers back into the 50s as early as Wednesday. Near normal temperatures will continue then for the rest of 2025. We are going to start the new year on a mild note with temperatures looking close to seasonal averages, and I don't have a whole lot in the way of precipitation, being rain or snowfall, in the extended outlook. There is some indication that a frontal boundary or a low pressure system is going to bring some unsettled weather somewhere in the Midwest about January 3rd. So over the weekend. But I really think we're not going to be able to have quite enough moisture here in the Ozarks to work with. So at this point, it looks like it's going to be a dry forecast in our extended outlook. Morning wind chills today are starting out in the low single digits. We will see highs back into the 40s on Wednesday, low 50s for a few spots, with some of the warmest air happening in our southwestern counties and in northern Arkansas. There will also be some increasing clouds in the forecast for the start of the new year, but things are looking to start off pretty close to seasonal averages, with highs maybe getting close to 60 again by Friday. And we got kind of used to that warm air over the weekend, so it would be nice to have it greet us again as we head closer to the first weekend of the new year. No rain, no snow in the forecast during this time frame. So if you're still kind of wrapping up, holiday travel or getting the Christmas decorations down, things like that, there will be some nice days to enjoy late this week as we get closer to the weekend also. Around the country, what's making headlines? It's Arctic air for the eastern 2/3 of the country. That powerful winter storm that I also mentioned is really kind of pushing north into Canada and impacting much of Quebec. And on the west coast, an Alberta Clipper system is going to spread cold air from the Rockies to the plains. That is not too unusual for this time of the year. All right, here's a look at the Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather Brain Twister trivia question for the day. In which country do people traditionally eat 12 grapes at midnight on New Year's Eve for good luck? One with each chime of the clock. Where do you think this happens? In A, Italy, B, Spain, C, France, or D, Australia? Well, it actually originated in B, Spain, and has spread to other Latin countries. You eat 12 grapes on New Year's Eve in Spain. It is a tradition called Las Uvas de la Suerte, or the lucky grapes, where each grape eaten with the clock's midnight chimes brings good luck for each month of the new year, a custom that has spread to some Latin American countries as well. As the clock strikes midnight, you eat one grape for each of the 12 bongs of the clock. The goal is to eat all 12 before the final chime for a prosperous year ahead. This began in 19th century Spain, possibly from a grape surplus harvest that was promoted by the farmers and has become a national custom there. So if you want to try it this year, well, you can thank the Spaniards. Congrats if B was your guess. Here's the trivia question that I'll leave you with for tomorrow. Which location is typically the very first in the world to officially enter the new year at midnight local time? Because it is the farthest east on the international dateline. Do you think that is A, Sydney, Australia, B, Auckland, New Zealand, C, Kiribati, specifically the Line Islands, or D, Honolulu, Hawaii? Who gets to celebrate first? You can let me know your guess on the website. It's aroundtheozarks.com. Thanks so much for listening this morning, and a big shout out to our sponsors, Command Family Medicine, Heating and Air Paramedics, the Trailer Ranch, Hewitt Messenger, and Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet. Have a great day. I'll be back to chat with you first thing tomorrow.